welcome back to another episode of the Dumb Dumb and Bdog podcast. We might have to come up with just a shorter name now. I feel like maybe by episode 15 we'll just come up with something like a little shorter than that. How you two doing tonight?
Bdog, I'll let you go first on this one.
Oh, I'm doing all right. I do agree. We do need a shorter name. It's a mouthful. Maybe something cool. Maybe we'll do a comment section raffle or a drawing or something, or maybe, we'll come up with our own thing, but I'm doing all right. I'm definitely ready to get into the podcast.
Okay. All right. What about you, Dumb Dumb?
I'm doing all right. It's been a busy week at the Game Awards, Cyberpunk. It's been good. Had a good week. A lot of stuff going on in gaming, so it's not bad.
Yeah, can't complain. I mean, like I said, definitely with Cyberpunk being released was a big thing, and obviously the Game Awards. I guess we can jump right into the Game Awards, talk about that. What did you guys think of the Game Awards?
It was good. I really like watching those world premieres, especially when like you haven't seen anything get leaked or whatever, because with like a lot of big events and stuff, I feel like maybe this is more sort towards video games, but people like data mine the stuff and then there's leaks and what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Well, like with the Game Awards, the world premieres and stuff are super dope. My favorite one definitely was the Fortnite cutscene with Master Chief, and then Red vs. Blue came on. Oh, that was so funny because I used to watch Red vs. Blue like every single upload for I don't know how long. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I obviously was excited for the Master Chief being announced to Fortnite. That definitely made me excited. Yeah, it was good seeing Red vs. Blue, guys. I mean, I like that. I mean, there was a couple big games that I think we were interested in. I think because I was streaming it and you guys were both in there. We were all talking back and forth. I know I was excited to see that they're going to be doing another Mass Effect game, and I called that in the trailer. I was like, they just said something about a Dreadnought, and that looks like a mass relay. I was like, I think this is going to be a Mass Effect game. And then was another big the Perfect Dark game that everyone kind of knew that was coming, but that's the new studio that Microsoft put together that's supposed to be making, like, they're calling them quadruple A games, like biggest budget ever video game type stuff. So the new Perfect Dark is supposed to be out of this like world with like that. And there was, I don't remember what the name of it was, and I know B-Dog liked the look of it too. It was almost like a sci-fi looking like horror game. Remember that one during the thing? I can't remember.
Oh, the one that looked like Deep Space.
Yeah, like a Deep Space, but was it this?
What was that called?
I think it's the Costello Protocol. I think it's this one that I'm trying to pull up.
I mean, honestly, Protocol. When you were going to come to me and say like, hey, what game did you like? I was going to be like, honestly, and I mean, some of them were all right, but I wasn't too excited for anything because I couldn't remember the name of that game. I didn't want to look like an idiot.
That one it says right here. Yeah, journalism.
Yep, it's the Callisto Protocol. Callisto Protocol.
That one looked cool. That one had me intrigued.
That did look really neat.
That was probably my favorite of all the Mass Effect was cool too. I knew you were going to be super excited about that. Mass Effect's all right. Yeah, I never really actually beat Andromeda, but
And did you play really the other ones on the original trilogy?
Yeah, I played the original. I beat the original trilogy.
And this one's a direct. This one looks like it's going to be a direct sequel to the original trilogy.
Which I will definitely pick it up and play it. But Andromeda had me lost.
Yeah,
it couldn't get me going.
Yeah, no, I agree. But like I said, I was excited for that. And then I think when they had some other games, like there was the new Ark, I guess, is coming out, which I'm not sure. Is it a MMO? Well, I don't even know what you would classify Ark as.
It's like a survival
adventure,
world game.
Yeah. So I don't know. This one seemed like it was more story driven, like with Vin Diesel being in the trailer and stuff like that. And there was, like I said, there was a bunch of other games they announced. They had like announcements for games like the Call of Duty stuff. And I think, they announced like when stuff was coming to the Xbox. But I mean, so like I said, it was pretty cool announcements. I think you guys agree with me. Too many musical things.
I was just about to butt in and say too many music videos and like artists whose opinions I do not care about, like talking about stuff.
Exactly.
I could have done without any music on the entire thing.
I see. I'm okay with. I think when they do what is it? When they have like the choir there, they do like the stuff to like introduce the game of the years. They do like their signature songs. Like I'm okay with that.
I mean, that's cool, but like giving awards.
Exactly.
I don't care about any of that.
Yeah, and like the
They already have like music awards, so
Like
obviously
Eddie
they
Van-
could win those.
I mean, nothing. I mean, it proved to me. Remember when Snoop Dogg did the Game Awards that year, and he actually forgot. He forgot what he was singing. He forgot his own song, and he just kept. He stayed on stage for like 4 minutes, going, "Snoop
No, that's a real song.
Dogg." That's a real song.
That's the real song.
He just going Snoop Dogg for like 4 minutes straight.
That's
Yeah,
the real song.
Pretty much, 100%.
That's the real song where he just goes
And it goes,
Dogg. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he didn't forget the words.
No,
no,
that's the real song. He
I
wrote
really
thought
thought he was hanging out with Martha Stewart. Just
No.
they got
No, he
blitzed
wrote that.
before it. Oh, okay. All right.
he
Good
wrote
for
that
you,
one.
Snoop.
Yeah.
Good for
I mean,
you.
exactly.
I
He
like
got
Snoop.
paid, but still, that vein of like trying to mix things, like make it relevant, and like I feel like they think they're getting more people to watch it because Snoop Dogg's performing on here. No
That's
one cares about
No.
that.
that's
No.
100% what they do though with the
It's
like
a
the
draw.
music. Yeah, the music things. They feel like they make it more like oriented to a whole family rather than just like gamers. You know what I mean? But I
It
agree
ain't
with
working.
you guys. Yeah.
So
I mean, some of the music was all right, but a lot of it you could have just stitched out.
exactly.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I felt like instead they focused a little too much on that. Like I said, I've always been okay with. I think it's cool to hear like the game theme songs, like before they re-announce. I think that's cool. But besides that, I'm good with none of it. I'm good with the rest of it being out of there. So
Absolutely.
I know everyone's really like, and I think it's stupid. I don't think it should have won Game of the Year and all the awards it won was The Last of Us winning like every category it was in over games like Ghost of Tsushima. Was it Tsunima? That everyone said was a really freaking good game. And then
I want to play
Doom
that game
Eternal.
so bad.
Doom Eternal was really sick. I played that and I really loved that game. And I mean, Last of Us sweeping all these categories, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there was a little like
Bandwagon.
let's make sure it wins. But that wasn't the biggest upset. I think the biggest screw up of the
Game of
whole
the year.
thing, well,
No.
that one game of the year was most anticipated game of next
Oh
year.
yeah.
How did a Halo Infinite not win that? I don't
Well,
even
that's
know.
your opinion. What one?
I don't even. Elden Ring. I don't even know what that game is. I've never even heard of that game.
Is it a PC game?
Let's say.
It said George R. R. Martin.
No,
That's
I
big.
100% thought Halo was gonna win.
I mean, I agree too. But
It'll
I'm just trying to play
it'll
devil's advocate.
probably win most anticipated game of the year next year when it still hasn't launched.
Oh, that's messed up.
Phew.
I mean,
is-
it's
yeah.
You see, this is
true.
George R. R. Martin going on though. This is
Yeah, this is
Game of
that. Yeah,
Thrones
this is the game that he's
included
writing.
here.
Yeah, and I get it. I understand
Okay.
that, but it doesn't. I don't know. And then because I mean, look at let's see what else. The God
I
of War
know.
sequel, Halo Infinite, a new.
I know you're amped for Halo, but Game of Thrones might have more
So-
fans than Halo
And
does.
Breath of the
I
Wild.
I just want to say it here first on this podcast to be new name to be determined later. Halo Infinite, November 15th, 2021, 20 years to the day that the original Halo was released. That's my call.
You think it's going to push back from March?
I think it's going to go because they're right now they're thinking is they want to pilot. They want to do flights to make sure that the multiplayer is good, so they're not releasing the shitty flights. I'm telling you, hear me out here. And in that last one where he released all of the pictures, the screenshots, which the game is looking mint. I shared the screenshots with you, Bdog. The game is looking really good. He said that the game is going to drop in fall.
What?
Yep, that's what he said. The game will drop in fall.
Sounds terrible.
It's going to be a longer wait.
I mean, we just kind of went through this with Cyberpunk as well. The longer they wait, the better, I guess.
And
No,
obviously,
okay, that's a whole different.
we're gonna talk.
Get,
we're gonna talk.
yeah,
we'll
we'll
talk
get
about
there.
that.
We'll get there.
We'll talk about that. But
Well,
I don't want to get.
Excuse me. I am so sorry.
I don't want to get off the Halo thing. But so, I think it's neat what they're gonna do. If it really is 20 years to the day later, that's pretty cool. 20 years from the first game to the spiritual successor. Like this game is supposed to last 10 years. They've already talked. They pretty much they haven't announced it, but they were talking in an interview that that this game is going to last a long time. They're going to actually do like campaign DLCs and
What?
stuff like that off of this game.
Who does campaign DLCs? That's like unheard of.
to carry the story, like, because people want more story. And they said they're going to do stuff. They're going to like take chances. They're going to be little teams that are going to be working on like Halo 3 ODST style things and Halo Reach style things, like spin-offs of the main story, but they still are taking place because this whole thing is taking place supposedly on this whole Halo ring. It's not just a section of the Halo ring like the other ones have. And so it's going to be doing that. And then obviously they're going to bring the Banished in. Like the main Banished guy is not Atriox is not in this, from what I understand. So I'm sure that Chief's gonna have to face off against him at some point. Like, so as long as the game is good and it's looking like it's going to be good, I'm okay with waiting. It sucks. Like, I don't want to wait. I really don't.
Mean, this is like.
Now we'll transition here. We'll transition to Cyberpunk. We've all been playing Cyberpunk. I think B-Dog's got the most time into it out of all of us right now for Cyberpunk. And
maybe
I think that we're going to say something dumb that you don't think the delays were good. Clearly the delays were good because
okay, go ahead.
They polished the game up to get where it is to this point.
Oh, if you got it a month from now, it'd probably not even be playable.
Yeah, if we got it in November like we were supposed to, the game probably was nowhere near this.
Not for last gen. For new gen.
They knew that last gen was not like, They knew that like the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 were not able to hold up to this game. Like this game was gonna have a hard time. Like PlayStation, I was watching the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox OG like day one can barely do 10 frames a second on this. Like
it's crazy because other people have like played it on the same console and had better results. So it's so weird how that's kind of panning out.
Well, so
some people are.
They put a patch. They put a hotfix in yesterday.
21 gigs.
They've had a couple.
Yeah, and
15 gigs.
From what I heard, they said it helped a lot. And I even noticed on the Series X, like that the graphics were a little more tighter yesterday when I was doing. I switched back and forth between quality and performance mode on it just to see like the difference. Like if I know we're going into a long cutscene, I usually go into performance, and then if I know it's not gonna be anything too crazy, I like doing that. But I mean, like I said, it's a really big game. It's a really the game is beautiful, and I don't care what anybody says. Like
I mean,
I've seen 2 glitches on the game the whole time, and I'm about maybe 10 hours into the game. I'm 10 hours into the game. I've seen two glitches that you could actually say were glitches, like nothing like stupid. One was Jackie walked through an elevator instead of the doors didn't go open, and the other one was Jackie again. There's a part where he goes to sit on a chair and he's like just floating there and not sitting on the chair. Those are the only 2 glitches I've seen in the game.
I had one happen right before this podcast where I had to quit out of Cyberpunk because I was stuck and I literally couldn't move because I went to
not had that happen yet.
I went to hijack, and you know those little things you hijack to get money, like the little whatever it is, you hack them. I hacked it. But it was a laptop this time. The laptop closed. All I could do was open and close the laptop. Couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. And I was like, "What is going on right now?" But that's the first time this happened to me.
B-Dog, have you had anything?
I haven't had anything that's made me turn the game off or have to restart. I've had a couple. I've had probably 5 or 6. Like I'm playing and then I feel a stutter and I like stop.
So I haven't had that yet.
And then I wait a couple seconds and then I'm like totally good to go. I haven't had a freeze. I haven't really had anybody sitting in air. I guess I think I had one glitch where like I did the finishing animation with the katana and I beheaded him, and then the guy like sat back down in his chair and then like got back up and died. But other than that, which I thought was cool.
Bad acting there.
I haven't really had too many big glitches. A couple pauses in dialogue, but resumes and I still get the story. But other than that, I guess I've been lucky.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
I mean, what I was getting at with this whole thing when I said bullshit, like you're saying that waiting is better. If Cyberpunk really, they pushed it back, a month, right?
No, it was from April.
But I'm saying like
the
from
last
last
pushback
month
was a
to
month.
this month. Like, all right, it will definitely be ready in December now. And they release it in December. I mean, we're on the new gen consoles, so it's not bad. But this game is loaded with bugs, like loaded with visual glitches, loaded with and I still love the game. Don't get me wrong. This is the most I've ever played a new game in my entire life. Like, I'm almost addicted to this game. But I just think that if you're going to push back something like that, then you really need to make sure that your game is up to par, because then people are going to stop believing in you as a maker of games and stuff like that. Like, it's a whole different thing. If you're going to push it back, it needs to be nearly flawless is what I'm saying.
So you can say that, and that's a valid way to feel. But have you ever played a Bethesda game on launch?
Yeah, many.
Then you
And
know that's not true.
how riddled with bugs are those?
That's what I'm saying, I guess.
Have you ever played a
Even a
let's
Rockstar
see.
game?
Some, not Red Dead Redemption 2,
No,
but
somehow Red
other
Dead Redemption
Rockstar
Or-
games.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Like
game was
Grand
probably
Theft
the
Auto.
best.
Remember when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out? Grand Theft Auto was riddled with bugs, especially the
So
online.
when the
You couldn't even
games
get
are
into
this
online.
expansive, and those were games that, like, they thought were good on release. They weren't pushed back. These companies, like CD Projekt Red, was pushed and pressured with the new console. The new gen just came out. There's no new title exclusive for fucking Xbox. They were pressured. They still had the balls to push it back. Imagine how unbearable it would have been if they didn't push it back that last month.
Oh,
They
yeah,
were grinding
it would've-
24 hours a day, trying to fix everything they possibly could before they had to push it out. And if it was up to them, they probably would have held on to it for another year, but they're getting pressure because they have to make money on the product they're spending so much money in, because they got
And they don't have a
investors.
big parent company.
And yeah, they're themselves. So
They're not like
I
343 where they could just keep pushing the game back and Microsoft has trillions of dollars where
So,
I
yeah.
think for
No,
what
you're right.
the developers' power, you got an outstanding game in The Witcher 3, their other game, riddled with bugs. And I mean, a lot of people love The Witcher 3 now because it's won all these awards and people have played it. But if you played The Witcher 3 when it first came out, tell me how many times Roach exploded when you were riding him out of nowhere. It was awful. It was awful.
So
You
this
didn't
is
play
my
it on release, did you?
No, I was just making it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it was absurd. It was like, this is a way better release from my personal experience than The Witcher 3 was.
So this is my 2 points for this. If you're on a Series X, a PlayStation 5, a Series S computer, or Xbox One X, because the Xbox One X still is handling it pretty well from what I understand at 30 frames. I played it. Doesn't look good, obviously, as a Series X, but it plays. I didn't see any glitches. I just wanted to see how it looked. I think anybody that's on any of those systems and complaining about the game is showing the problem with the gaming community as a whole. They are too entitled.
That's what I was going to say.
Super entitled. I understand. Everybody wants perfect things. But right now, all these people are working from home to make this game perfect for you. And they're still going to work on it. Yeah. I understand the game's not going to be perfect. It's a huge freaking game. Obviously, there's millions of people. I think they said there's 28 million people that played it at one time from Steam alone. That's 28 million people that played that game. Obviously, people are going to find bugs. People are going to find glitches. I think for what we got, I think the game is great. I think it's fine. If there's glitches, like I said, I haven't experienced many of them, so I cannot complain. Now, I do feel bad for one thing, that on the OG Xbox One, the OG PS4, the game does run like crap for a majority of people.
I don't feel bad.
Just because the game was they were supposedly designed for that. I feel bad. Like if someone told me they designed it for it, then the game should be able to run at a somewhat playable state. It should be able to run playably where you can enjoy it. Not like I watched some of the PlayStation and Xbox One videos, and the guy's like, and like it's actually sad to watch. So I do feel bad for them, but anybody playing on something newer that the game is playable and you get some glitches with people floating or the game does crash once, it just suck it up and play the game. It's not like you paid for a piece of shit game. You paid for a game that is really good. I mean, the storyline for me so far is very good. Like it's a good freaking game.
Oh yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm not one of those people that plays games that aren't multiplayer and sits down and plays them. But I've been playing Cyberpunk nonstop for like 2 days, like sleep depriving myself, playing it. I'm having so much fun. I leave the house to get food, and I just immediately want to get back to start playing it again, even with all that stuff. But yeah, I do agree though. That's what I was gonna say. That maybe the problem lies in that I am just expecting greatness from these companies, and me and a lot of gamers. You know
It's
what
okay
I
to
mean?
expect greatness, but you also got to be understanding of not perfection.
That's what I mean. Just if you like the game, do not, I repeat, do not go on the Cyberpunk Reddit. Every single thread is everybody shitting on the game and saying how bad it is, pointing out every single bug, and everybody is miserable. So don't go on that Reddit if you enjoy the game.
If
But
you do enjoy the game
yeah,
and you want to continue to enjoy the game and watch it with or talk about it with like-minded people, go to Low Sodium Cyberpunk.
is
It's
that
a
a website?
subreddit.
What, like
It's a
Oh.
subreddit.
Oh,
Low Sodium Cyberpunk. It's people that aren't salty, that want to enjoy the game and share their experience with others and like talk about the game in positive ways. It's actually a really good subreddit, and it's really fun. They do like photo contests and stuff like that. I actually, the first few days was on Cyberpunk game because I love the game. I've been having a blast. I got what I
think it's
asked
great.
for. I think it's better than what I asked for. These people that are asking for like, why
What
when
else
I
were they
stand on top of a
expecting?
car does it follow a path, and why? You know, I mean, I agree. There's some bugs with it. It's definitely going to get improved. Just like The Witcher 3 was improved, it's definitely going to get improved.
Just like
I
every
don't like
great
how
game.
the cops spawn on top of you when like you're, fighting them. That's kind of annoying, but
I
that's
haven't
all
noticed
stuff
that.
that's going to get added in soon. They don't drive up to you. If you fight it out with the cops, they literally spawn off screen, and then you switch to them, kill them, and then they spawn over here, and then you switch to them, kill them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
you
notice
can't
that.
fight out with the cops. Really, it's impossible. But they're gonna fix all that, the little stuff. If you want to enjoy the game, go to Low Sodium Cyberpunk.
Or
And if they've been developing the game for 8 years, when did the Xbox One come out?
2013?
How many
That's
years
right.
ago? So 7 years ago?
7?
So if they've been developing a game throughout the console's entire lifespan and they're releasing it when a new console comes out, I can't feel like you can expect it to run perfectly on the generation before. Because to me, that's essentially a new gen console, like launch that's
If they
coming out.
marketed that way, I'd be okay with it. But they did market it as it's going to be for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Which it will be. It will be in a few months. It'll be playable in a few months.
I mean, yeah.
But
No, I just feel
if-
bad for them. That's all I'm saying. Like, if
yeah, well, I don't really, unfortunately. If you have a brand new game coming out,
this is Bdog. He's got the Xbox Series X, and he don't give a fuck.
well,
Pretty
how do
much.
you expect?
You plebs on the
game.
original Xbox.
How do you expect a game of this size when they've already released these screenshots and everything of it playing? How do you expect that to run on an 8-year-old? How do you expect it to run on an 8-year-old computer?
I hear
I
you.
agree.
I hear you.
Good
I
luck
agree.
running on an 8-year-old computer. So use some common sense. This world isn't gonna give everybody a crosswalk through life. And buy the new console, or don't play Cyberpunk until you get the new console, or wait a while
and that's
then
the
get
thing.
it. Instead
Even if
of
you don't want to
saying
get the
it's the
brand
worst
new
game ever made.
even if
That
you
is
don't want to get the
ridiculous.
brand new console, you can get the Xbox One X or the PlayStation 4, which it's still running good
Oh,
on.
I'm sure they're totally in stock too. Buy them
And
up.
they're in stock because everyone's buying the new stuff. You can buy a
Exactly.
used one.
Like you should be.
Buy a used one, I'm sure of it, very cheap.
Yeah, I got
agree.
one sitting as a paperweight right now. I literally have stuff on top
That'll
of
sell
it.
you
Dumb
one.
will
Dumb
sell you one right now.
100%.
Yep, exactly.
100%.
Comment on this. Come into the Twitch stream. We'll set it up. Dumb will sell you his Xbox One X. You'll
Yep.
be golden. You can play Cyberpunk.
Maybe
It's
we
not
get
gonna
enough
look
people, I'll just raffle it off.
This the subreddits in this household have been a hot topic the past few days.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
dude.
What's going on with Reddit?
Oh,
I love Reddit.
No, just the subreddit of Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah.
How much differently your view. If you're in a subreddit and you like how it is or you don't like how it is, all everybody doing is screaming the same thing at each other. It's a giant echo chamber. If you want good vibes, go to a good one. If you want bad vibes, go to the bad one.
Go to the bad one.
If you want to enjoy your time after you just got off, go to Low Sodium. If you're mad because you had a bug, go to regular Cyberpunk game. It's just absurd.
What if you
These
just want to be
people are
middle of the road?
absurd.
Just play the
Huh?
game and don't go on
What if you
Reddit.
want to
Yeah.
go like? What if you want to like?
Oh,
What if you
yeah.
want to be middle of the road comment? Like you don't want everyone like
Just play the
hyping
game and see how
up?
you feel.
Yeah. That's what you should. You formulate your own
God-
opinions. Which people
Yeah,
don't wanna
God
do
forbid
anymore.
you don't take somebody else's opinion and make it your own.
So
Exactly.
God forbid you
so
formulate your own.
I actually have another question for Bdog here about Cyberpunk. So Bdog has the.
I don't think I'm the furthest. I think Dum Dum's further than me.
I'm further
I
than
think,
Don, but
No.
I don't know if I'm further than
No,
you.
you're not. I think you're at the same spot I'm at.
No, I'm past.
How many
that.
hours are you in?
I'm
I
like
do-
10.
I'm probably a little more than 10.
I'm more than 10.
I'm definitely more than 10.
Yeah,
'cause
but
I did a lot of
Bdog
side
did a
stuff.
crap load of side missions. I only did
I'm
some
around-
side missions.
I'm around 20 hours in.
So this is one thing I kind of want to ask you too, though. So now Bdog has a backseat gamer. He is gaming with his girlfriend. They do Cyberpunk together. How is she
Mhm.
liking Cyberpunk? As
She
like
loves it.
just watching the game.
She loves it. She loves it, and that's why I'm saying it's the Reddit has been a big deal because I came home after the day after it came out or whatever. I took a day off to play it, but I came home and she's like, the Cyberpunk Reddit like sucks. Like it's everybody hates this game. I'm not seeing it, and I was like, yeah, I've been looking at the same thing today. It's crazy. And we were both like kind of just talking about how stupid it was. And then I found the next day the low sodium Cyberpunk, and I told her about it while I was at work. Came home, she was like, "What a much better experience this is! I enjoy the game, and now I don't have to listen to people. I don't have to listen to people gripe about it all day long. I can actually see people sharing memes and liking us. She's been nothing but wanting to play Cyberpunk all the time.
Yep.
She doesn't even touch the controller. So if you think about it, she doesn't get any of the enjoyment of the combat, or she gets to watch it, but when it comes to the bugs,
more of
and
like
stuff,
a
she only
movie
gets
for
the
her.
negatives. Yeah, she only gets the negatives of a possible reset or a stutter or any of that, and she still loves the game.
Yeah,
So
it's an very entertaining.
it
game.
is what you make it. Stop taking other people's opinions and make them their own, so you think you're cool and you have friends. Enjoy or dislike the game on your own, and shut up about it.
Dum Dum got you all hyped up here.
No, because I mentioned the
I've
Reddit
been
because
hyped up.
I'm exactly like them. Like when a new game comes out, I mean, I'm on Reddit all the time.
You're exactly like what? Bdog or the Reddit?
No, like I'm one to go on Reddit and look at a bunch of stuff.
I was gonna say because there's like a 2-foot difference and about a couple 100 pounds of muscle difference.
I mean, yeah,
100.
at least.
What am I, fucking 400 pounds?
Yeah,
400
pretty
pounds
much.
of just muscle. He's 7'4" and 400 pounds of just muscle.
Oh, that's a sexy human right there.
So, before we leave the cyberpunk topic, what did everybody pick for their class? I think
mean
we all
life
picked
path?
the same thing. I picked Corpo.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
same.
life path, Corpo.
Yeah, so we all picked
Yeah.
Corpo.
Mm-hmm.
What's on
You're
me
out
up
of
with
the intro
suits?
now, yeah?
Yeah, I'm out of the intro.
Sweet.
Oh, that end of the intro was sick.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, it
god,
was.
I was blown away.
The
Well,
game's
so-
beautiful. It's amazing. The story is so well written.
And it's funny too because, like I said, Dum Dum and I are around the same part, and we were both talking about something and how he was like, "Oh, it sucks. I had to do." I'm not gonna say what it is. It sucks that I had to do this and I had to kill all these people at this part. I was like, I didn't kill anybody at that part, and I did it.
Yeah.
So it's just super interesting on the different playthroughs.
Are you
even
talking about the
Love Shack.
the super cybers? Like the guys that are really into it? Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking about?
No.
The Love Shack room.
Yeah.
Where you go into
when you
different-
leave there and you're going to investigate?
Yeah.
I had
One
to
of
kill.
you killed one and one didn't.
Yep, that was me. And then
No,
everyone.
one of us killed everybody because he couldn't figure out how to do it, and I just
And you
got a
stealth?
I stealth got a key and
Yeah, I messed up.
Are you what are you guys specting? Like what'd you put your points in?
like my attribute points.
Yeah, your attributes and your perk
I
points.
think
Like
everything
attribute
right-
points.
I think right now I have everything around like 5 to like the 7 range. I'm like trying to level up a couple things evenly, and then I'm gonna go reflex, and I think I forgot what the other one is. My game plan, because right now I'm pretty much just been leveling up my pistol damage because that's all I'm using is pistols.
Yeah, I
Right
did a
on.
lot of pistol damage too. think I put it in like body and reflexes was
Mhm.
I think cool. I only put 1 point in, but all the others are pretty even. But I think I have a couple more points into body.
You?
Other than that,
Cool becomes useful. I mean, they're all kind of useful.
for sure.
I've done. I think I'm 10 body, 9 reflexes, and then
so
I
that's what you're going
have.
with?
I'm pretty close to that. Yeah.
But then I have everything else well rounded up. Everything else is at 6. No, I got 2 at 7 and 1 at 6.
Okay.
I went blades. I'd put a couple perks in assault rifle. The second I have the ability to
I know. I just got a katana.
attribute. Once I
just
can
got a-
swipe my stuff clean, I'm going all blades.
I got a katana and I just started using it. And I'm like, this is absolutely disgusting.
And you're not even spec'd into it.
No.
Once you start putting points into some of those, they're so overpowered. Like I think one of them, while I'm moving, I have 45% more armor. I have 300% more damage on strong attacks.
Jeez.
I do 200 more. I do 200% more on defensive, like if you parry.
That's crazy.
Which already does a ton of damage. And then I apply a bleed effect, and the bleed effect lasts for like 2 minutes or something stupid.
That's crazy.
So I literally load up a heavy attack with my katana. I hit him once. If it's not a mech, if I hit him once, it does a kill animation every time. And then I dodge because I gain stamina while dodging. I dodge to the next one, heavy attack, dead. Dodge, heavy attack, dead.
That's cool.
Dodge. I just keep doing that until everybody's dead. And if I get
that's
bored
awesome.
and somebody's far away, I switch to my tech rifle and I railgun people.
That's awesome.
How could you be upset with that gameplay?
You
That's what
can't.
blows my mind. That's what
can't
makes
be.
me mad.
He's gonna go on a
I
rant
have
again.
45 grenades.
Holy crap!
I just huff grenades at people and then I just charge them with a katana. I just behead everybody, dude. It's sick.
You guys can't see it, but Bdog is pulling out all these animations on.
It's sick, dude.
All right. Yeah. Well, so like I said, okay. So we're happy with Cyberpunk. So,
Okay.
all right. So moving away from Cyberpunk, let's get on to the next topic. Did you see all the stuff that Disney just dropped between like Marvel and Star Wars and other Disney Plus things?
I
don't think
catch any-
I don't think I've seen the Marvel things. I've seen the Star Wars drops that they've been talking about though.
There was a crap load of stuff. I'm gonna pull it up. So like,
Well, I know
Star Wars.
Star Wars Theater. They're doing what? They're doing a spin-off of at least one series of Ashokatana, right?
Yep. And the Rangers
They're
of the New Republic.
Yeah, they're doing like a squadron-based one, like people that we really have no clue about.
Yep.
And then they said they casted Ewan McGregor and Christian Haydenson for
the Obi-Wan
Kenobi,
which I'm stoked about
what
that.
I know. That's gonna be sick.
I
see what Ewan McGregor said?
No.
Ewan McGregor was like, you can love like I think he said, you might be able to find the quote. He goes like, thank God for the Star Wars universe bringing me and Christian Haydenson back together to work together or something like that. He like. It shows like how much he really liked him, but I guess they didn't really have any roles together or whatever. I don't know if they're like still good homeboys or what
They
the
must
deal is.
be,
But
huh?
he said, "Yeah, look up the quote. It's somewhere on there. You'll definitely be able to find it. Put Ewan like Obi-Wan quote on Vader. Yeah.
Here,
I remember seeing it, but I couldn't remember it verbatim. But it was like kind of like heartwarming because we all love Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor is my Obi-Wan,
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he says something about because some people kind of hate Christian Haydenson. I think
I know that one. A lot of people hated it.
I liked it, but he also I was the target audience for the Star Wars
when it came out.
Exactly, from Phantom Menace up until the original.
Let's see.
I still never really learned how to say the original trilogy versus the new trilogy.
The prequel trilogy.
It's always been convoluted to me.
So we said it was a long time coming, and I'm more excited about doing this one than I was about doing the second and third one that we did before. I'm just excited about working with the director, and the storylines are going to be really good.
Thank you for Star Wars bringing us back together. I think something like that.
Films came out. My generation who loved the first one.
He actually had a very long interview.
Holy crap! Yeah, so yeah, he's just excited to be back in general.
He's amped. He's amped, and he loves Christian Haydenson. It's kind of what I gathered from it, which is really cool to see. Just that it's bringing so he's obviously amped about it. You're going to get a really, really good performance, which is awesome.
Oh yeah. So they've got another couple was called Andor. They got another one called Star Wars: The Bad Batch, which I'm pretty sure is about a bunch of clone troopers, some badass clone troopers. Star Wars Visions, a Lando movie, The Acolyte, and a droid story.
Dude, they're actually doing it.
Yeah. One of them.
Everybody's like Star Wars. Star Wars isn't big enough to like have its own, or it's like not good enough or rich enough to have its own like shows based in the universe. And Disney's like, oh, hold my beer.
Yeah.
And they got
the classic hold my beer.
I ain't heard of none of these other ones, and I'm amped. I ain't never heard of Anaerobi, Akasabi. I am pumped.
One of them is I guess a sequel to Rogue One. Like some of the characters from Rogue One are going to be in that.
Let's see it. Whatever. That's a throwaway. But we got all these other ones coming out.
And then what else do we got? So then, yeah, obviously, I mean, my wife was happy for this. Hocus Pocus 2.
Some for everybody, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's Disney. Apparently, they're doing a new. Apparently, they're doing a new Pinocchio.
Chippendale.
Hey, Dumb Dumb's getting amped.
Hey,
there you go. A new Zootopia. I know you like that.
I love Zootopia.
Zootopia is cool.
Yeah, see, they're doing a new Lightyear, a Lightyear movie. Chris Evans is playing Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear now.
Was there an original Buzz Lightyear one too?
No, so the toy, like Tim Allen was the one.
I thought there was like one on his own.
No, this one's supposed to be about like a live action, like how Buzz Lightyear's a toy. This is supposed to be an actual Buzz Lightyear.
Real Buzz.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
So
that's kind of neat. That'd be fun.
I saw him say that he wasn't going to take it because he didn't want to step on Tim Allen's toes because Tim Allen's Buzz Lightyear, so it had to be drastically different. And then they told him that's what they were doing, so they decided that he said, "Okay, that's okay, I'll do that." Coming out with the new Cars, and then Marvel talked about how they're doing a Secret Invasion Disney Plus series, Ironheart, Armor Wars, which is kind of weird. They're going to do that without Iron Man, but I guess Don Cheadle's going to play as part of his War Machine. Then they were talking about the ones they already announced, like WandaVision, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, the What If series. Hawkeye is getting his own series.
This seems like a lot.
She-Hulk, and then they talked about the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Groot's getting his own series.
Jeez,
that's a lot,
just
man.
Toss it out for everybody, huh?
Yeah,
content,
and then
baby.
They were talking about the movies, so then Ant-Man's getting a third movie. Fantastic Four's getting a movie in the series. Black Widow, which we already knew, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Doctor Strange is getting another movie, the new Thor movie, Black Panther 2, Blade, Captain Marvel 2, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Woo!
Jeez, that's a lot of lungs on you, dog.
Hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have movie reviews for days.
Yeah, so
we're all
that's pretty big.
Just tee off and section some of these so we can all. I've spent 73 hours watching this, and we have to have like graphs and pie charts for this thing with all those coming out on just Disney.
Yeah, those are just Disney and Disney Plus.
That ain't right.
So.
Did you also see? Remember, I said last week that Netflix was up in its price. Disney Plus is also doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was just reading right here.
I was just about to say that. That price is about to go up $5.
It's going up. Apparently, the package deal is going up to $13.99, which I think is something like $1 more, right?
Still more.
Is that how much it is right now for the Hulu, ESPN, and?
It's $12.99.
Yeah, so it's going up $1. Which I guess
and you just wait.
I'm waiting.
That's going to be $1 every year until we're spending $29 a month on Disney Plus.
Us, dude. They got us.
Yeah. Ooh, you get ESPN Hulu too, of course, dude.
And you get the Mandalorian.
Gosh, yeah, I know it just stinks.
I know, dude. They're nickel and diming us.
I hate it. They got me, dude.
So speaking about movies, I mean, I don't know if you guys have watched anything lately, which we feel like I personally haven't talked about a new movie that I've watched. So, and this one's just a Christmas movie that Sarah, my wife, wanted to watch. And I mean, I actually liked the first one for Christmas movie. I actually thoroughly enjoyed the first one. which was the Christmas Chronicles on Netflix with Kurt Russell. Now, Kurt Russell is my boy, so I've always liked Kurt Russell movies. So he actually plays a pretty good Santa Claus. Like, I have to admit, like, it's actually entertaining. We actually watched the first one with my parents, and then so my wife wanted to watch this one, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna watch it." And then my father calls me, and he goes, "What are you guys doing?" And we were like, "I don't know, just chilling." Like, we were talking about watching a movie, maybe watching the new Christmas Chronicles. And he was like, "Oh, I was calling to see if you guys wanted to watch that." So he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What? You want to come over and watch it?" He's like, "Yeah. What are you guys having for dinner?" So he comes over, he eats our dinner, and we all watch Christmas Chronicles. We all enjoyed it. It's good. It's funny. It's got some good laughs.
At least they brought ice cream.
They didn't bring ice cream.
That's always nice. They did?
No.
Oh, they got ice cream before they went there then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's savage. That's 10 out of 10
Yeah.
savage.
So we made a like, because we weren't planning on having company, but we had extra food anyway. But we made like some wings, and we made some bacon cheese fries and some mac and cheese bites. Like, we were going to town. Like, we were having like a little smorgasbord last night.
I guess so.
They just like, yeah. My father came over and literally put down 20 wings and finished half the fries.
Oh my gosh.
You know he's hungry.
So that's what I gotta
He's
do.
like
I just gotta text you and be like, "Hey, I'm coming over. You watching a movie?" Like, what's up?
Yeah, and then invite yourself over and then eat all this food.
That's what I'm gonna do.
No, but it was good. Like, seriously, if you guys are looking for a decent Christmas movie to watch, the Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2 are pretty good. They got some good laughs, some funny stuff. I mean, it's a kids movie too, so obviously it's kiddie, but it's worth it for a Christmas movie.
I don't know. I mean, I watched Elf like a couple days ago. It's my favorite Christmas movie of all time, so I still watch a bunch of Christmas movies.
Well, you're also a little kid.
Aren't we all little kids at hearts? I mean, come on.
Really just our buddy Chris, but we'll talk about that on a different podcast.
All right.
Did you guys watch anything lately, or no? You guys haven't been watching anything, just cyberpunking and Duncan?
The only thing I watched was the Game Awards, and we all watched that together.
Yeah, we did. That was, like I said, that was a good stream. I do have to touch about streaming. I have to bring this up.
Yeah, you got to touch your marbles.
And so on Friday nights we stream Marbles on Stream, and we just do it because it's a break to get to talk to everybody that we met through the streaming community, and just have a good time Friday nights. I don't play anything too crazy, and we were trying to find something. So Marbles is a fun game. If you've never played it, you can type into the chat and it puts a marble with your name on it onto the track, and then they race and everyone gets a winner and blah blah blah. Nothing too crazy, just fun. Kind of an enjoyable night, you know what I mean? You get to watch Marble. It's all RNG, nothing too exciting, like, really, but it's fun. So I was streaming, and I think we were finishing off a Grand Prix, which we usually would get off after that. And all of a sudden I realized I'm getting raided. I get raided by the community manager for the Marbles on Stream person with like 80 viewers. And a good portion of them stayed. We had a great night. I thought that was really fun and entertaining.
Yeah, I remember exactly what I thought when it happened. I was like, oh my God, no way he's getting raided. And then immediately went, I'm never going to win a race now. I couldn't win a race when it was just all of us.
Dude, I don't know if they those people have some super marbles or something, but they were winning races on us.
Oh yeah,
they were smoking us.
Probably the more people you get, the lucky, the more lucky you have chance of seeing someone get lucky.
I thought so too, but there was this lady in there. Her name was Lauren. I can't remember what the last name was. And if you do watch the podcast, I apologize, but she won out of the 12 races we all did together, she won 5 of them.
Yeah, she had marble hacks on for
What'd she say?
She was like, I watch a lot of marbles. She was ranked 300th in the world in her marble rating.
Oh, yeah. Well,
hey,
Lauren, if you watch, send me the link.
Yeah. She was teaching me so much about the marbles community and how the marbles game. It's all the little nitpicky things and the marbles. It's a lot going on. Apparently,
what was she teaching?
Apparently, the energy means stuff to go to your rating, and then I have to tier people out when they're racing with my tracks to make sure that they get ratings better. And oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was very
like,
confusing. I did not know
this-
marbles had anything like that, and she was
It's
explaining.
got a meta game.
It's got a meta, dude. The marbles
What the
community
heck?
is like they've got a meta. You stick to their meta. Like they were getting upset that I wasn't ready to tear them out. Like I was like, oh, okay, we'll tear out. Like,
How do I do it?
like
Teach
listen,
me the way.
Lori, just show me what's up, girl. I got you.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. It was a
Wow,
really
some
fun time.
traditions. That's cool.
I really enjoyed it. I think we all enjoyed it. Honestly, I think it was
Oh,
fun. It was cool
it
seeing
was a
other
lot of
people
fun.
just to get in there.
Yeah, marbles is always a good time.
It's fun. Like I said, it's a break from
You can just chillax. You can literally just
chill
sit
and
there,
hang out and chat with
hang
people.
out. Yeah, talk to people, watch your marble, have a couple giggles. It's fun.
Have a giggle.
Have a giggle.
But no, that was good. That was I said I was definitely entertained by that. It was a good night. Yeah. I think what I want to talk about next is The Witcher.
Get ready, B-Dog.
Yeah, what's the news? Let us
Have
know.
you heard that your boy Henry Cavill, The Witcher himself,
Got
hurt?
injured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just looked that
Yeah,
up
I heard
before,
that.
didn't you?
No, I'm on the scoop, baby.
Yeah.
He got hit by a swinging axe.
By a
20
swinging
feet in
axe
the
when he was doing like a
sky.
stunt in the trees.
20 feet in the sky. Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah.
They said they don't think he got hit by the axe. They think he was wearing heavy armor for the jump scenes, and that he pulled like a hamstring or something. But they're resuming casting, so they're cutting forward to continue the story in somebody else's timeline, because obviously The Witcher already had a couple different things going on, so they're just going to shoot those, and then hopefully he's healed up enough to resume.
Yeah, it sounded like
soon
he
here.
thought he was going to be ready to go and not too long at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a pretty tough guy. He's in pretty good shape too,
Yeah.
And I think I'm also really excited for Netflix doing the prequel Blood Origins coming out in 2022 supposedly.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, and then I saw that's what I actually want to tell you this too. Did you notice this guy was in it? Christopher
Who?
Hujov, which is Tormund's Wolfbane from
Oh, really?
Giantsbane from
Yep. That's
you liked
cool.
him. I know you always liked him.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He was a fun character.
But yeah, so he's gonna be in it. So I saw that, I was like, oh, B-Dog is not gonna like the sound of this. But then I was reading that.
Oh yeah,
it's
he's
not
not
gonna be
He's not
great.
actually knocked up. Yeah. He just pulled a little hammy or something. He's good.
Nah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
That stuff bounces right back. Now you watched that, right?
He's young.
Dum Dum.
Do I watch The Witcher now? We've been over this.
I thought it was Mandalorian you didn't watch.
He doesn't
No,
watch either of them.
I said I'm gonna watch The Witcher.
What
when
do
guys
you
mentioned
do?
it. I went and saw Christmas lights this weekend. I mean,
That's sick.
yeah, dude, this
how
house
was,
is lit.
How's Trailblazers?
Dude, I literally maybe have played a total of like 4 hours this whole week.
Okay,
log-
but how many hours do you have logged on Trailblazers?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Can you tell?
Yeah, I'd have to go in and check.
You know what? Get that number
Um,
before the end of the podcast. Get that number for us because we're curious.
I won't.
Alright.
No, I mean you don't have to get the number for the end of the podcast, but
No, it's fine, B-Dog. I do. I know.
is Trailblazers losing its steam? Because I remember you were pretty hot and heavy in it for a
Oh,
while.
so he likes Cyberpunk that much.
Yeah, I literally just been wanting to play Cyberpunk. Like
Well, that's great.
Just
You didn't
tunnel
really convey
vision.
that in your review.
No, I did. I said that.
You
I'm
didn't
like,
put the passion into it. I didn't
which
feel
is
it.
funny because remember
it's good to
a
know.
couple podcasts ago, I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get it. Remember, I was talking to you guys, and I was like, I made a decision
Mhm.
in this podcast,
And we told you just to get it.
and look at me, dude. I'm addicted now.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I'm glad you like it.
Dude. I told Ice before the stream started. I said, I'm so glad they don't have a multiplayer right now with
Oh, you'd be
microtransactions.
playing
Because
right now. Yeah.
no, I said if they had microtransactions, I'd be broke. There's no way I'd have any money left.
Yeah. It's
I
a
think we
blast.
created a monster. He went from not spending any money on anything to now he's going to go broke by microtransactions with Cyberpunk.
Well, good because there is none in it.
Oh,
so.
and I bought another Elite 2 controller today because my Elite 2 is like dead. So I've been using my Elite 1. The stick drift got just so bad that
Oh.
like everything was unplayable.
Now
So
you
I
don't
went
think
from-
about
Yeah.
like taking apart and fixing the stick drift?
My trigger's sticking.
You're talking-
My right trigger's sticking on the new whatever
I
the new
swear
Series
I have
X
never
is.
met I
It's
have never
sticking.
met a person that
It's not super bad, but it sticks.
Goes through controllers like the
it
B-Dog
definitely
does.
like listen. That's the left trigger.
Yep. Oh yeah, you can hear it.
That's the right trigger, dude. Left trigger.
So I know I
Right
have somebody
trigger, yep.
that I know personally that doesn't comment on any of the YouTube videos, but like any of our YouTube posts or any of the other places that gets uploaded, but texts me and tells me that, you know, I'm a little too hard on PlayStation because they are a PlayStation fan.
Yep.
So I decided that if I could find a PlayStation for a decent price, I was going to get one. And I think I am getting a PlayStation 5 to play some of the exclusives, just so I can give it a fair shake. But this is the best thing about it, is now you've heard of like people having kids and getting divorced and having joint children, like having custody over the children?
Yep, 100% have heard of that a lot.
Yeah, it happens.
So I'm doing this with the PlayStation because I don't really care like to have a PlayStation. I'm only going to use it, and it's not nice controller to play like a God of War.
That'd be so cool. I want to do that. That'd be so much fun.
Play maybe
Spooderman.
I guess maybe Spider-Man. I'm not really super interested in Spider-Man. Days Gone, that zombie game. I want to play that. Stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that game
like stuff like stuff like that.
That'd be the first one I played.
So I was talking to my buddy. We're gonna go call him Keith. We've talked about him on podcast. I said, "Hey, if I can get this, I know he wanted one for the same reasons. Like, you want to split the cost half and half, and we'll share it. Like, because I'm not gonna use it. If you want to use it, go for it." And he was like, "Yeah, it's a good idea." So then Dumb Dumb over here was like, "Whoa, what about me?" So if the guy comes through that said he was gonna get it for me, which he said he'll know by next Friday if he's going to sell it to me or not. We're pretty much going to be getting a PlayStation to split, and we're going to split the cost of the games for $180 each.
That's cool. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
At least you can review them. I know, I know obviously the controller's going to take a little bit to get used to, but you can play the PS1, so.
Yeah, I mean, I can.
I had a PS2. We had a PS2.
Yeah, we had a PS2, and then we finally got an Xbox, and we're happy about it.
I feel like after the Game Awards, though, like, with everything from The Last of Us, I need to play The Last of Us.
I'm telling you, from what I know, it's been hyped up to just be hyped up. Because
I don't know.
The Metacritic score, like that many people can't say the game is not as good as it is and still win awards without there being something fishy going on. But so I'm going to get it. If I get it, like I said, I'm not going out of my way. Have it join one, and then
who's selling their PS5?
A guy at work.
He got it for no reason?
He got it. He was at a store and they had a shipment fresh in and he picked it up and he was like, I don't really want it. And he was like, maybe I'll sell it. And then he's trying to see if he can sell it.
He's not going to make any money off it?
So he's selling it to me for like a $20 service fee and a bottle of a thing of Dr. Pepper.
I told Keith he has to buy the Dr. Pepper.
Are you serious? $20?
That's what he told me. $20 and a Dr. Pepper. Well, like obviously the price of the console plus $20.
Yeah, but all he wants is $20 for it.
And a Dr. Pepper. Yeah, because he likes.
He can make. Did you tell him online he can make like hundreds?
He's trying to, but he said he's having a hard time finding somebody that's selling it.
No way.
That's right. He said by next Friday.
Oh, wow.
So by next podcast, I should know the answer to that question.
Cool.
You know what else will be next podcast too? Season 1 of Call of Duty.
And then you can talk about it.
For sure.
That's a zombies map.
Yeah, I think it's a zombies map.
Except for it's still crashing games. I was telling, I think it was on stream. I was telling.
Oh wait, a game that's been in development for 2 years is crashing consoles and games, and a game that's years is
you got Bdog going.
Wow.
A game that not even that. A game that just rehashes the same engine over and over.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing with like slightly different tints.
Not only
like
that, so
gun skins.
Remember how
my God.
this is to get the PC community a little up in arms. I was looking at somebody who's a pro Call of Duty player who games on the computer. It bricked his brand new like $4,000 computer.
Oh no!
He was not very happy. He said he just got it. Just got it. He said he maybe had it for like 2 weeks to play it, and then all of a sudden it's bricked brand new.
That's awesome.
He's like, well, good thing I didn't sell my old one because I got to plug that in now.
Let me brick my old one too.
Yeah, brick my old one. Like, come
Wow.
on. It's been out for what? 2 weeks now? 3 weeks? How long has that
When
been
you
out for?
play it, is it only bricking PCs or is it bricking Xbox?
It's
too?
bricking
Everything.
Are you still
Literally
playing it?
bricking everything. I've not
mean-
touched it.
I'm a man that lives on the edge.
You've been playing.
I've played a couple times.
Why don't you just play
Bro,
on your
if
your Xbox
If
One
it
X?
breaks your Xbox, oh,
that
I'm
thing's
not gonna
not
feel
hooked up.
any sympathy.
B-Dog in the back of his mind is secretly hoping I go load
You've
it up
had-
after this and it just wrecks.
You've had too much warning. If you keep playing that
you're-
right now,
You're flying too close to the
Yeah.
sun.
oh,
Oh, man.
Icarus, dude.
Well, we'll see. I won't play until season 1 drops.
Oh. Yeah. You're gonna be so upset if your Xbox gets fried, dude.
I'm gonna throw it out of my window onto my car. Is what's gonna happen.
Whoosh.
I'm done with all this.
And it's gonna be right. It's gonna be when you're having like the worst game of your life too, and you're
Oh,
just gonna your
no.
Xbox is gonna get break towards the end of it. And you're just gonna totally.
No,
you're
I
gonna
wasn't even
jump
saying,
out
you know,
the
it's not even going to be the worst game of your life. It's going to be like you had a super bad day at work. Like, super bad. You just want to go home. You just want
Just
to
relax.
First game of the day.
You're like, you know what? I just want to play some zombies. I don't want to get into multiplayer. I just want to kill some zombies, feel good about my day. You load in, you sit down, the helicopter lands, and all of a sudden,
I'll be texting Ice. Can I borrow $1,000?
No,
I need a new TV and Xbox now.
oh.
That would
Yeah.
kill me.
And a
That
new
sounds
Elite controller because I threw it through the TV.
No, I'll make sure to pick up my old ones.
Oh.
Chuck those.
Isn't
But I do like
just-
these new controllers, but I don't think you can buy them yet, like from Amazon or anything. At least
you can't?
I wouldn't mind grabbing another one, but I'll deal
I
with
haven't
the
really,
dead trigger
I haven't
from now
really
on.
played with it.
It's fun. I like the way that feels, honestly.
This thing is
And
brand.
the bumpers are a little
spanking new.
more the bumpers are a little more firm, which I like, but the triggers obviously need what they reinforced in the bumpers. They must have gave up the dollars in the triggers. You know what I'm saying? Because my trigger
So-
shouldn't be dead.
Now, see this? This
It
is
should have
I
the
got this
sponge.
Elite controller the day the Elite 2 came out, and these bumpers have never been touched.
Well, it's because you use the paddles, but
Yeah,
the
the
bumpers
paddles-
it doesn't give an excuse. There's no excuse for the bumpers to be that weak.
Do you want me to just take my bumpers off and send them to you?
I mean, I don't need a bumper anymore. I need a trigger.
So do you want me to take my triggers off and send
I
them?
don't know if it's the actual trigger plastic or if it's the mechanism on the inside of the controller, but it sounds like it's bouncing off something. But every now and then, especially in game, it'll get stuck, and I have to double tap it to pop it back up.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's awful.
It sounds terrible.
I got my
It's
answer
absolutely
for you
awful.
guys though. It's I have just over 200 hours in Trailblazers.
Wow.
Wow.
8 days, 8 hours, and like 50 minutes.
Damn.
I've had Squad on PC for 2 years, maybe going on 2.5. I have 503 hours.
I
On
mean,
Squad.
Trailblazers is a limited time event. You know, I feel like I had to get all of it in. So I have 200 hours in the last 6 weeks. Yeah, it's good.
Dude, that's like
Yowzers.
I did. I didn't
Are
know it was
you-
gonna be that much. I thought it was gonna be like 4 days game time. It's 8.5 almost. I'm like, okay, never mind.
Are you for real?
How
Yeah,
long
we
has it
could-
been out?
It came out like 6 weeks ago. I don't even know if it was 6
So
weeks
in
ago. I'm pretty
6
sure it was
weeks,
6
you've
weeks ago.
spent 8.5 days on RuneScape.
That is actually kind of disgusting.
That's amazing.
We don't get
Dude,
smelling
I'm
salts
proud.
and monsters for nothing, dude. We got
Dude, I'm proud. Did you max all the stuff you wanted out? Like, are you done?
Not even close.
How?
No. It's not even close. It takes
You're
a while.
8.5 days and you're not done?
I'm barely even in the top 5%.
Well, I mean, that still sounds very high.
Yeah,
Top
but
5%
yeah,
of
top-
RuneScape?
for the leagues, yeah,
That's awesome.
that's all right.
What do you get? What are you aiming for?
Top 1% is like the most prestigious. You get a Dragon Cup.
Well,
It's-
duh, top 1%, but how many days
So-
do they have played?
So are you going to be
13?
able to? Is it even
yeah,
obtainable at this
14,
point?
15. No, it's not. I'm
So
just,
are you done playing it?
I'm only gonna maintain my Rune Cup. It will only be a couple hours a week that I need to get points or whatever. But I'm not. I can't
You
go for
gave
Dragon
up.
Cup. Yeah,
That's good.
I'm
Is
just gonna
anybody you
maintain from
know
now
gonna
on.
make Dragon Cup?
No, even even Kevin's not. So, and he has more game time than I do. Yep.
Unbelievable.
And I can't. Like I said, I mean, I played some games for some time, but damn.
I've definitely put way more hours than 200 into a game, but I don't think ever in that short of a period of time. That's impressive, and you should probably look for a job in gaming.
I always wanted a job in gaming, but I just don't know what I want to do in it, really. You know what I would love to do, not even joking, would be like tour around with like the esports teams and like set up all their equipment and stuff. I feel like that would be so fun.
I know what I think a good job in gaming would be? If we had like a super successful podcast and a Twitch stream.
What would you want me to do?
Well, if we had a successful podcast, you made all the money off of it, and you had a successful stream.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
No. If this podcast ever somehow took off, it is our podcast. It would be our
I'm
success.
getting a percentage of this for sure. We already know that's in the deeds.
Right now, I mean,
But
right now
it's
you
your
already
stream.
right now you get a success. You get a percentage of what I make off the podcast.
Yeah,
right.
so I'm just gonna go around and start handing out podcast cards to everybody. I'm gonna put my license plate on my card, a TTV Ice 50.
There you go.
we're gonna blow it up, dude. It's gonna be great.
No, I think that'd be cool. Like I said, I mean, I enjoy talking about video games. I mean, obviously, none of us. It's never gonna happen. We're making money, but I enjoy just talking about video games. I enjoy the few people that like watching the videos. It seems like there's at least 15 people every week that watch our videos like religiously. So that seems, I mean,
that's cool.
Hey, the 15
fun.
people that do it, if they enjoy it, and we got, I mean, what is an hour to between an hour and two for us to kill talking to each other?
If they're gonna waste their time listening to us, we might as well talk.
Exactly. Cool. If they look forward to it, then that's all that matters.
I mean, plus we have fun doing it too.
We do. And some good laughs. We get some good topics going on. Like, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. What about you, Bdog? What would you do?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I asked tough questions.
You put him on the spot again. He's gonna quit.
I told you it's gonna happen, dude.
So, we'll change subjects here. So I was talking to Bdog before about this. He was talking about somebody to possibly bring onto the podcast. I know Dumb Dumb talked about it. So we are going to have a serious conversation about having a guest onto the podcast.
Eventually, yeah.
So I'm thinking so this is episode 12. I'm thinking for episode 15, we get our first actual guest that we're not bringing back for episode 16. So it's not going to be like a 4-man show. It's going to still stay a 3-man show.
Imagine every time we get a guest that he come and do regular.
It just becomes new regular. We make it to episode 100 and there's just 62 people on the page.
People. Yeah.
Everyone has to mute their mics. You have to raise your hands to talk. It'll be great.
So we're looking at some people. I know Bdog had recommended somebody. I think Dumb Dumb had recommended somebody. So we'll.
I really want Bdog's girlfriend on the podcast.
I was thinking that's another person. I think Holly would be good. Just
because she knows a lot about gaming. Actually.
We'll get the Hollister on there.
She's a nerd.
And she knows, so she likes her Switch, and she's actually got a different.
She's literally playing it right now.
And she's got a different point of view for gaming in general because she's more of a backseat gamer when it comes to like Xbox and stuff like that. So we get to see more of her view of that kind of stuff. So I was thinking about seeing if we can get the grand and powerful Hollister on to the podcast one of these nights. We have to see if she's available. I know she's a busy woman.
She is a busy woman.
So it's
we'll see. We'll
have to see.
Episode 15, we might make it happen.
She's got a few more weeks.
Yeah.
And then we're still talking. We don't know. We got to see how our schedules line up. But I'm thinking maybe if Bdog, when he flies home, if we could all work and actually do a live podcast with all the three of us in the same place.
Yeah, and we all get cocked. Love it.
And then put the video up.
Yeah, then actually that'll be the first one. That'll be like the face reveal. I know anybody that's in the Twitch stream see me, but they haven't seen the Dumb Dumb and the Bdog.
That is true.
That would
be fun. I'll call it a work. I don't even care.
It'll be on a Saturday.
I'll make it a Thursday so I can call it a work.
Why are you calling it a work?
I'm
Just so I
back
can
there
get out of
from
work.
Like a Tuesday to a Sunday, right?
Tuesday to a Tuesday, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm down. Whenever you guys
No,
want
I'm
to do
down. I'm there from a Sunday to a Tuesday. So
from a
like,
Sunday to a Tuesday.
yeah, I'm there for like 8 or 9 days.
Oh, I was given false information.
I think from the 28th to the 5th.
You're
Fourth.
actually here on the 28th?
Yeah, it's late at night, but I get in.
Okay.
I fly all day and get there. I
And
like
you
11
fly
at
out on
night.
what day?
The 5th.
Oh, okay. We'll figure something out though.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
definitely
you have
make
plenty of time.
We're definitely gonna make time for the podcast because I know B-Dog's gonna be here a few nights, and we'd have to have them over. We're gonna watch a movie on the big screen. Like,
Dumb Dumb can buy me a beer, bring me some shots, like he
Yeah.
owes me.
Good. 100%.
yeah, like he definitely owes you.
I owe Holiday
No.
20 shots too.
But seriously though, yeah, you do. But seriously, I wanted to say thank you to everybody that's tuned in this far and enjoying the podcast. If you guys do have any suggestions and you made it this far into the podcast of what you guys think we should name the podcast,
Yeah, definitely drop them.
we'll take it. But we'll try to figure something out too. And hey, thank you guys for coming on, and hope making some time. And it's been I think we had a pretty successful podcast tonight.
It was fun. I had a blast.
Yeah, it's been very informative, and I had a good time as well.
All right. Well, in that case, then, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Later.
Peace.
This is the way.